y'all, welcome back to the Burrow. I'm Hillary, your resident fragrance-loving muggle. So, have you ever smelled a soda and thought, damn, I wish I could smell like that? Yeah, me neither. But if you did, I have some fragrances for you. So, if you want to hear what those are, stick around. Okay, so I have 3 fragrances that all smell like sodas. And I also have one honorable mention because I don't actually own this fragrance. My honorable mention is Cinemaniac by Xyrena. And this fragrance is supposed to capture the smell of a movie theater. And it has notes of Coca-Cola, buttered popcorn, pretzel, and red licorice. And what I get most from this fragrance is buttered popcorn with a sickeningly sweet flat soda in the background. It's definitely a novelty fragrance. I wouldn't really call it wearable, but it is definitely one to make a statement. And if you're really into film, it's kind of fun if you wanted to spray it on for movie night or something along those lines. It's just kind of just one of those fun, get you in the mood kind of things. As long as the mood that you're into is smelling like buttered popcorn. Okay, so next I have House of Sillage No. 1. Now, the main things that I get from this fragrance are cinnamon and vanilla, and somehow it is giving off a cherry vibe, and I think that the mahogany wood is kind of causing that effect, but somehow the mix of the cinnamon and the cloves in there over top of the ambery notes give it a kind of fizziness, kind of like a nearly flat soda. So not as sickeningly sweet and flat as Xyrena's fragrance, but more like a fragrance that you set down and you came back to like 5 or 6 hours later and you still wanted to drink it. There's still some bubble in there, but yeah, it's definitely bubbled out a smidgen. So yeah, House of Sillage No. 1, it definitely gives you that kind of cherry-ish Dr. Pepper kind of vibe. It's pretty good. Next, we have Roza Performs Création Parfum Cologne. I have not smelled the original version, so I don't know if these fragrances are super similar in this way, but I can speak for the Parfum Cologne one. Now this fragrance is so unique and so beautiful. So the main things I get from this are cognac, vanilla, tobacco, and heliotrope. So in this fragrance, the last 2 are more flat sodas. This is as soon as you pop the tab on a soda and it's like those bubbles rise to the top in the gas, like as soon as you open it, that's what I smell. It's this super, super bright, bubbly Pepsi. Like how Pepsi is a little bit more super fizzy. I don't even drink soda, but when I'm around it, so the Pepsi is like more fizzy. This smells more like the opening in a Pepsi. And there's still that boozy undertone, so it's almost like you made a Jack and Coke or Jack and Pepsi, something like that. Although they say it's cognac, I wouldn't know. But yeah, this is just like you made a really, really bright mixed drink with freshly opened Pepsi and some booze, and this one is just so good. This fragrance, I know there's tons of reviews out right now on this fragrance, and I definitely suggest getting your nose on it. It is so unique, and I don't have anything else in my collection that smells like it at all. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that was Roza Performs Création Parfait. Oh my god. Roza Performs Création Parfum Cologne. I mean, could they put any more words in a name? I don't want to challenge them to do that because the next fragrance has all of the words in its name, and I actually had to write it down because I could not remember it. And that fragrance is Bad Boys Are No Good, But Good Boys Are No Fun by Kilian. And that name is fucking ridiculous, so we're gonna call it Boys. And that fragrance is one of 5 fragrances released by Kilian that are now sold in Sephora stores, which is pretty cool because, then that makes these niche fragrances a little bit more accessible. Now, What I like about this fragrance is that they made a cola accord with cinnamon, nutmeg, and lime. So I just think that's really interesting because it really does smell like a freshly opened can of Coke. It is so unique. And the main other note that I smell in this fragrance is amberwood, which is basically ambroxany kind of thing. You know, my mom used to love to drive through McDonald's for some reason because apparently McDonald's has the best Coke. I don't know, but yeah, it smells like her freshly dispensed Coca-Cola for about the first hour. And it definitely projects. Like, it is vibrant. It is pushing. It does leave a sillage that is just really sweet and still has that bubbly nature. But after about an hour, it starts drying down more into amberwood or ambroxan, whichever version of that is in this fragrance. And it kind of starts to resemble YSL's Y, the original one. But it does last for a long time. Honestly, it lasts on my skin 8 to 10 hours, so longer than the original Y, which is kind of cool. And plus it had that more original opening in it than Y did, and I kind of like that about it. I think it costs more than Y does, so you know, if you're going by cost, I would probably stick with Y if you were wanting to do that, because honestly, most fragrances that contain different forms of ambroxan do still have that fizzy kind of note to them, just because ambroxan is kind of sparkly. But yeah, with that really cool Coca-Cola accord that this one opens with, it's just really unique. So those are my soda fragrances: House of Sillage #1, Roza Performs Creation E Parfum Cologne, and Bad Boys Are No Good, But Good Boys Are No Fun by Kilian. So yeah, I hope you guys like this kind of content. Let me know, do you say soda or pop or soda pop or something else ridiculous? If you do, drop that in the comments. I'd love to know. Thank you guys so much for dropping by the Burrow, and I hope to bring you more weird kind of content in the near future. Good night.